Hey, Nigel. Did too hard, bruh.
Super honored, man. Shout out Nigel. Shout out everybody here. Shout out Unspoken. We in the A.
Shout out to my boy Jeter. That's what we drinking on, Jeter Readers. Make sure y'all get y'all some Jeter Reader, man. Hit my boy up. For real. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Unspoken Atlanta. I'm your host, Nigel Armani.
I'm your girl, Snook J.
It's the kid, BMX.
Yeah, man. This episode 19, man. 19. Welcome back, y'all. How y'all feeling this week? Temp check.
I think I need a mental break.
Word.
Need a mental break this week, Beezy?
I probably need a mental break, dog.
I feel it. I think we all kind of.
But that's very rare for me. Like
it is.
It's very rare for me. But it's like this week I felt it. Like I just got so much fucking going on. I've been shooting. Like my plate is full, but it's what I asked for, so I'm blessed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like at the same time, you got to give your body time to reset and just kind of just sit in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been shooting for Country Wayne this week. And
yeah,
then,
I seen that yesterday, right?
Yeah, and I've been reading for this new movie script I got booked for. So like that's coming up. I've been doing that. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Clap on that, clap on that, clap on that. Yeah.
Alongside training, saving the world all week.
Saving bodies one body at a time.
Saving bodies one body at a time. Along with making sure this merch moving. It's a lot of shit, man. It's a lot of shit. But I'm blessed and I'm happy to be here. But
You just need a break.
I think sometimes we just need that mental.
I feel it.
That mental break.
I feel it.
I feel that. How you been doing, Ash?
Same. Last week was my last. I think last Thursday was my last day of work. So now I'm officially out for the summer. Yay! And I'm like, kind of like, I'm not used to this, so I'm trying to learn to, at least accept a little bit of a break, and maybe fold back into. Maybe give me another little stream of income for the summer. And then,
I'm gonna say, what you gonna do with this off time?
I don't know. Like I'm not. I really don't plan to be off for 2 months. I want to still work, so I might just take a little week or two and just kind of like mask and not having to do too much out of my day. Cause you be feeling like it'll never be enough time in the day to do all the shit you need to get done.
Nah, facts.
And it seems like sometimes work gets in the midst of that. So if you ain't got work in the midst. And you can actually get the other things that you need to get done, then that'll be good too. So I plan to like do some jotting down on some ideas for B House for the summer and trying to get into this content thing.
You don't like doing content? I want to get that from you because I thought you enjoyed it because you do really good content. You do really good content.
I appreciate it. I have a lot of shit that is just sitting, but so I think I'm gonna try to edit some stuff this week. It's just, finding the time. So now that I have the time, I'm gonna really try to mask in that. And then I plan to reread a book that I got. One of my friends actually just reread the same book. We have the same book, and that was her third time rereading it. So I'm gonna make this my second time. The Four Agreements.
What's it going?
Yeah, I've already read it, but this will be my second time. No, this will be my third time actually rereading it. So I think I'm going to dive back into that because, it's always good to go back and see things that I highlight when I read. So going and seeing what I highlighted and what time, where I was at when I highlighted things. So, yeah. But all in all, I'm here.
I think with books, too, a lot of times when you reread them, it's like watching a movie over. You see things you didn't see the first time.
Right. And then it speaks differently in different times, too, with books. So I think that it's time for me to just reread, crack that book back open and see what I divulge this time. What about you, Nige?
My week has been long. Probably was at home maybe 2 days this week.
Yeah, I ain't seen you, buddy.
Yeah, but I've been gone, dog. Yeah, I'm averaging right now like 75, 80 hours a week right now.
Ooh, shit.
It's crazy, but I'm blessed. Like I said, we asked for it, we got it, and I'm very blessed to be able to do what I do. But yeah, my week been good, just long. Same old, man. Happy to be here. Looking forward to the future. Just maintain doing the same old thing, making sure that we get everything in order for this, making sure that everything right on set. That's about it, really. Episode 2 of Perspective of Bank come out again on Tuesday. I think last week we talked about it I think they dropping the audio on Mondays and dropping the visual on Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. on the Big Facts Network. So make sure y'all check that out. I think we got Lloyd Dior this week. So that's an interesting conversation.
Produced by you, directed by me. Don't leave that out.
Oh yeah, produced by your boy.
Come on now.
Oh yeah, you all right?
Another thing on our plate.
Right.
Oh yeah, we got something. We got something else we can add.
Y'all is. Y'all
Yeah,
is.
so it's coming. It's coming. And that's gonna be dropping weekly too, y'all. So make sure y'all check them out.
Kim?
On the Big Facts Network. Miss Kim, how you been doing this week?
Hey y'all, I'm feeling pretty good this week. I've had to piggyback off of BZ and Ash. I've had a lot of things on my plate, and just being in the presence of celebrating people. I'm always forever grateful that people want me to be at their special events. So I'm always grateful for that. It's been a lot of running around, and I just love celebrating people, especially this time of year. But Ash, when you said something about that book, it made me think of an idea. Like, you know how we do the hot spots? I think it would be pretty dope if we did like book recommendations too.
That's good.
So we're gonna be the new Reading
one.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
We adding everything. That hotspot is limitless, man. We doing so many stuff with that. I'm with
That's
that
fire.
for real.
Yes, that
That'd
would be
be hard.
amazing. I think that would be really dope because The Four Agreements is a really good book. Like, it's one of
is.
those books that you can buy in bulk from Amazon and just give to people.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It is. It's a very good gift,
Yes.
actually. As you see, like you said, it's really
Yeah.
a good gift. I think I got it as a gift.
Uh-huh.
Is it a good gift if the person's not a reader?
Yes. Yes.
What
Because
if they-
it's
what if they don't
small.
read it?
It's like
It's it's not a big
it's
book.
so
It's
small.
you can literally
But you
finish
know,
the
some
book in a
people
day.
just don't read.
I mean,
You can get it as audio.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
you know, and if that's the
Audiobooks,
thing,
yeah.
audiobooks, you
Yeah.
know,
Just know who
like
you giving
those
to
are
get
good
to.
for
Yes.
those are good for workouts,
Uh-huh.
good for all type of shit.
yeah.
I've caught myself doing that sometimes, listening to an audible. I'm like, I need to be in here listening to music,
Yeah.
but the book be good sometimes.
Yeah.
So
And you never know
Yeah.
what book could pop off somebody's reading
Habits.
habits. Yes. So I say still give them books because people say all the time, I don't read. You just ain't found the right book that has captured your attention long
Interest.
enough
Facts.
to keep you reading.
yep.
But I'm feeling pretty good. I've been going pretty hard in the gym. My boy BZ.
For sure.
We've been
You
working
your-
on a
Hey, that thing grew up. I think that thing grew a few inches.
we've been working on a lot of stuff, and I feel like I've been working so hard, like to just push myself. Like I was never a huge push myself, but now I push through a lot of things, and I'm seeing results, and I'm so proud of myself. So I'm proud of a lot of things with me this week, and so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Hey, if you're an independent artist that's looking for a platform to showcase your skills, looking for an opportunity to shine, perform live from Unspoken Atlanta exclusive performances. We're going in the hot spots, man. Unspoken Atlanta hot spots. What y'all got this week?
I ain't got none. I actually did go to Utopia. Didn't I talk about that last week?
I don't
You
remember.
was thinking about going to it, yo.
Yeah, I talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually went yesterday. I went too early to judge. I went as soon as they opened, and I was like,
What's as soon as they open? What time is that?
5
Oh, 5 p.m.
on a Saturday. I can't
But
get
still,
with
though, it's
that
hot
shit.
outside. You would be thinking they still be outside around that time.
Yeah,
But that might not be that type of spot though.
yeah, I think it's on Piedmont.
Mm.
You know, like where Visions is, where Wet Willie's used to be at, the boiler, all that shit. You know, that's like the little late night
Mm-hmm.
little area, Spice House. But yeah, I'm not with the whole spots opening up at 5 p.m. Like
That's too early?
on the weekend, that's too late.
Oh, that's too late.
Yeah, baby, I'm trying to be in the house by 9.
Yeah, on a Saturday, you should definitely be open. Like,
But if they
Like now, during the week, cool.
they might not have the money for that or the money for the staff for that.
Man, y'all niggas
A
start
lot of them
opening up
spots,
at
though.
least a little 2:30,
But
3.
a lot of them spots like no Copper Cove open at 5.
yeah, they open late, but they got the
Yeah.
money to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying no. I'm saying the reason why they might not be able to have a staff to open up at like noon or 1 type shit.
I hate that though. On the weekend, it just doesn't really make much sense to me.
If they open up at 5, they know they like.
But
they
I think
like the
Utopia is
2
one of them
2
spots.
a.m. spots.
Yeah, I think Utopia is open to like 3 a.m. in the morning, like some crazy shit.
Yeah, so that's probably why they open.
Is that
up
how
so
Copper
late.
Cove is?
Copper Cove like close at like 2, 3. I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I seen that. Did you see that? Never mind. Did you see that brawl last night?
A brawl?
On
Where?
Twitter. Somewhere in Buckhead. I said that's why my ass be in the house at 9
Probably some young
p.m.
nigga
Some
shit.
shit.
Some
And some
young
of
nigga
these
shit.
Atlanta clubs.
Yeah,
Damn.
and I mean it was huge, massive.
Look, I went to my homeboy Rich's birthday party last night at the new Our Real Tacos in Piedmont. So
I'm gonna have to check that out.
the shit lit.
Yeah, I'm gonna check
It's
that
a
out.
vibe. They DJ booth is really lit. They had a vibe. Drinks is nice. Food is good.
Oh yeah, they margaritas is.
Oh, bro, the margaritas is $9 and to get you on your motherfucking head.
I'm just talking about like
Baby.
they got like 30 different margaritas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, our real is
Like,
really
it's
that
hard.
girl.
They got options.
She really that girl for real. She really get her shit off.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
that's my hot spot. But I also was saying that to say, like,
I think we talked about that last week too, didn't we?
no, we didn't.
Jay Hill brought it up.
No, he brought it up, but he didn't bring up the new location. He was just bringing
Oh
up
yeah,
R&R
and didn't bring up the new location.
Yeah,
but we
check
brought
the new
it up.
location out on Piedmont. But
Yeah.
I was piggybacking off you about the brawl and how like every week is some shit in Atlanta. So I went to my homeboy birthday party last night. It was at 9. So I made it my business to say I'm gonna be gone by 10:30. And even after that, when everybody was leaving, they're like, "Yeah, you want to go to Blue?" It was a spot across the street. Something was across the street, but they had bottles across the street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Nah, I'm gonna take it in.
I'm gonna go to the house.
I'm
I'm gonna take it on in.
One
Yeah.
thing about your ass though, you will be gone.
I'm out of here.
If you look again, Beezy be out of there.
Outta
I'm out of here.
I don't never even see the nigga
I don't
leave.
learn my lesson because the minute you start saying bye to everybody, somebody gonna stop you for a conversation.
That's true.
No, that's real.
Somebody gonna talk. You gonna be there another 2 hours.
That's a fact.
You gotta
right.
just be
That's
like,
a
I'm out.
fact.
I love y'all, but listen,
You right. You
Y'all
go
know
on
I
and just
fuck
set
that.
the president like,
Y'all
yeah, I'm
know
gonna
I
roll
fuck
out about
y'all.
10:30, but yeah.
man, listen.
You right.
I was like, nah, because once that nigga get involved and the lady get, nigga just start acting crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's how it be. It's a Juneteenth weekend for if everybody familiar with
Black is a vibe.
Black is a Vibe. Yeah, Black is a Vibe. They have a weekend. First of all, Black is a Vibe is a black-owned clothing brand. They got some dope T-shirts on there, but they created a weekend on Juneteenth. They've been doing it the last 3 or 4 years. It's a 3-day weekend. They have events on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think Friday. I can't remember where they all at. I know for a fact Sunday they're gonna be at Phoenix Park though. It's like a
Where
big
is that?
Phoenix Park is that's where we used to have BC workouts at.
Where is that at?
It's on 20 off
Hey, you know what the old Bray Stadium was?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Oh, Summer Hill.
Summer
Summer
Hill.
Hill, yeah, pretty much.
Hill.
So they having like a whole like, bring your own bottles. It's that type of vibe outside. Then Sunday, that's normally it'd be a vibe out there for sure. I think they got a couple like clubs they going to, stuff like that. But definitely check them out at blackisavibe.com. Make sure you check them on Instagram too. Black is a Vibe. They got a lot of stuff going on next week. So something for y'all to do if y'all ain't got nothing.
Black is a vibe, baby. Juneteenth is lit.
Juneteenth. We don't
Pull
celebrate
up.
4th of July no more.
I'll be gone by 10.
Nah, facts.
Bro,
Nah,
am I getting old or am I just coming to my senses?
You just cautious.
A little bit both. Probably a little bit both.
And
But you gotta be cautious.
but
too.
then I
Shit.
think because I think my past got a lot to do with it because I was hosting parties for like 10 years. I hosted parties 10 years straight. That was my thing for 10 years. I got paid every night to host parties. And
He probably just tired of the scene.
I think that's what it is. It's that and plus the shit that's going on. Like niggas getting shot and all this bullshit. So it's a mixture of both. It's like the same. It don't change.
Yeah.
It don't.
It's
crazy when
clubs,
you-
sparklers,
Just a new
drinks,
club.
boom, boom, boom.
Just a
It's
new
crazy
club
when you
every
start to
year.
realize that there's nothing outside.
It's not even that it's nothing outside. You just haven't really tapped into your new circle of outside. Like you're still kind of in that space of people that do the things you're kind of tired of, but you're not never gonna go outside again. Like you just have to upscale that bitch.
But what it is too like
For real.
I think it's because everything is changing. We don't got no go-to spots. We don't got nothing to really like hang our hat on like spots we can go to. We got
I
like
miss
maybe
Peter Street so
maybe
bad,
one or
man.
two. So it's like it's changing. But what I'm saying is when you don't know where to go. And as the older you get, and the more you in the house, and the more you on your shit, you kind of like lose like that sight of like what's going on in the city and shit like that.
I'm grateful for a daytime vibe. And
I love daytime vibe.
And in the house by 9. I live by
But
that.
knowing where to go, like knowing whether or not you're going to a spot that's 18 and up, or you know what I'm saying, or like the young,
care
or
about
20 and up. I'm saying like knowing that versus somebody going to a place where it's
I was
like
never
older.
a club girl anyway. I mean, dibble dabble in clubs a little bit before you really get able to go into a club. You've done it. You've seen them all. And I think we all grew up in the prime time of Atlanta, and ain't nothing gonna ever be like old
And
Atlanta.
that's what I think it is too. I think we grew up in such a prime time and dope time in Atlanta with the club scene, through like the whole BMF shit, like through all this, just the shit when the clubs was just so dope.
Yeah.
I think now it ain't like that, so we just like, man, what the fuck is
I
this?
feel like our parents just say the same shit though. I
think
feel
so?
Yeah, our parents say the same shit. It's like everything that we grew up with, it's the same thing with them. It's there and it's gone tomorrow. Like, and then they sit back 20 years later, like, damn, you remember when we went to 112? We can say the same thing. Remember when we went to 1145 or whatever?
You might got a point.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Like,
I wish I could have went to 112.
you be hearing the stories, you be like,
Man.
are you?
That was
I hear
shit.
112. I think like R&B night, Jagged Edge, and
Nigga,
goddamn
to be
Yeah.
in my 20s in the mid 2000s, like early 2000s, shit. Yeah, that'd have been a great time, especially with the club scenes.
You feel like you was
112,
born in the
Body
wrong area?
Tap. Well, we was. I wasn't old enough for Body Tap, but Body Tap was around when I was here.
You feel like you was born in the wrong era?
Oh, for sure, definitely a 90s girl. I mean, I should have been 20s in the 90s. I should have been in my 20s in the 90s.
Oh, man, 90s is my favorite fucking era.
Yeah,
90s is the best era for everything. Fashion, movies, music.
early 2000s was a little vibe too.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I got my shit off as a young
But
tender.
I think early 2000s were more of the music.
Yeah.
Like, I think like 90s had everything. Fashion,
Yeah.
music, movies. Like, everything
yeah.
was just top tier.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing was fabricated. Everything was original.
Bruh.
Everything was
What?
no BBLs. The video vixens looked like
Oh,
beautiful
man.
women.
Everybody.
Nothing was enhanced.
Come on.
Do you
man.
remember the tip drill video?
I do.
That was homegrown booty.
It wasn't a BBL. It wasn't a
BBL
BBL in sight.
Straight up.
Nothing.
It wasn't a BBL in sight,
Man,
nigga.
that was good. And can you imagine the shit that went down on that video shoot?
Everybody got ass.
Hey,
that
I
night.
still know one of the main characters right now. She a teacher.
Shut up.
She a teacher right now. I ain't gonna say her name. But
Everybody hit that night.
huh? No.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Nah, just
but that's crazy though. For her to be a teacher, that
nah,
used to be in the video.
I'm talking about she a whole different person right now. Like she wear like long dresses and
Damn.
she's a teacher.
Wait, let me ask y'all a question. One thing, and then we can get into the topics. Damn, what the fuck else to say? Miss Twerksome.
Been doing
She
it for
got
20
to be
years.
about 50.
Bro, she
been
been
doing it
twerking
for 20
since I was
years.
born.
She's
got to be
a
about-
veteran.
She got to be
Bet.
about, but she doesn't look a day past.
She our age. She ain't that old.
No, ain't no way in hell Miss Twerksome
Nah,
was
she-
our age twerking like that.
Man, she
Yes,
is.
she was.
She is.
She talked about the interviews. Like they started young because
they started like 15.
Yeah, they was really young when they started.
She looked old as fuck.
It was 4 of them originally.
I
From 4
remember.
of them to 2 of them to just her.
I remember. It was
And
Miss
she-
Twerksome
she
and what was the
almost-
other girl?
Her sister
That's
got
her sister.
pregnant. Her
They
pregnancy
still
got-
do stuff though now. They started
Yeah.
back doing shit together.
Yeah,
I
I know, I've
they
been
doing like
seeing this.
OnlyFans shit now though. I think
Yeah.
we on that.
For
on
sure.
that
Yeah,
way.
I just knew Miss Twerksome was in her 20s back then.
Nah,
No,
she was
she
a
our
teenager.
age.
I ain't know that.
But she used to be popular. Like she was popping like when like
Nigga, they used to
Travis Porter.
Yes, she
like,
used to be at the
around that
skate
time.
parties, in the skate clubs.
Like she going crazy.
Damn, what a time. YouTube was
That
big.
was good.
And you know how paid them bitches would have been if they was paying you, if they were paying them on YouTube back then? Do you know that they would have been the first millionaires for sure?
No, for sure. They was getting booked for videos and shit though.
Oh, y'all,
They
I
was
used to
getting booked.
have a YouTube where I used to twerk on it.
You were twerking. Let's
It's
go
still
pull
out
that
there?
up.
No, it's
You just
It's
leave it.
gone.
deactivate.
I
Man,
will
let me
pay
got
for
that.
that.
Let me search on YouTube.
Oh my
Ask-
God, it was so bad. Like when I say y'all, the reason why I deactivated because it used to be creepy ass men like sending nut video.
what-
It was
what was
that.
of the YouTube though? Just a group of y'all twerking?
No, it was just me.
Oh, just you just create a YouTube or you just straight. Wow.
I cannot
Fun
imagine.
fact.
That's
oh
crazy.
Bro, I can't imagine.
boy. If Howard would have, woo, I'm glad I let that shit go. Cause it was like I said, it started to get a little weird, and I had like an alias name, so nobody would have ever found me. My face wasn't in it. I was smart.
So you always turned around.
I was a smart bitch.
Okay.
But if you knew my house, you would know it was me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But anyway.
Snook J twerking. Can't see it.
Man, that
That's
shit.
that's one of them stories you need to be telling.
Nah, I went and typed my shit up too not too long ago to see if that bitch that page was gone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I was finna say, shoot, if you can still go in there and see your
But
YouTube.
I mean, that was back what 05, 06?
That was high school. Yeah, that's like.
No, I wasn't in high school then. I was in middle school. I wasn't.
No. You won either, Kim. At 05? At 05, I was in the 9th grade. So I was in the. Yeah. Oh, no.
11?
Yeah, she was like, we was in the like 9th grade. She might be 7th grade.
Yeah.
Man, 7th grade, right? You was in the 8th grade. You was still in middle school.
I had to get off the leash. 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 I had to get off
He got dipped by the gangsta, he pay his time. I been rolling, I'll eat my eyes wide.
Let's get to some of these topics though. When you want to, I got this first one off of you after the conversation you was having earlier today, but we're gonna talk about egos a little bit, man. Does ego play a role in why a lot of relationships fail? I think that's an obvious answer though, but why? Why y'all feel that way though?
Man, egos just, they be bigger than us sometimes. You just can't leave them at the door. Sometimes I think people have to feel like they got to poke their chest out to be the bigger and the badder person than the opposite party. And sometimes you just, with ego, it's being stuck in self. And you don't want to see it outside of any other lens, which I feel like that's the reason why a lot of relationships be failing due to ego, because people just be like, girl, no, or nigga, no. Like, I don't see it your way, won't see it your way, not open to see it your way, or none of that. Like, they just stuck in their own selves. And a lot of times, once the ego comes down and you remove the ego, you be like, damn, I was tripping. But the egos be like final decision. Like, yeah, nigga, you can't come back from that.
A lot of times you never see it till it's too late.
Yeah.
Till they gone.
Yeah.
You like, damn, I was tripping.
Yeah.
I could have compromised.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Have
what
y'all
it's
ever
like,
had y'all ego play like a part in? Do you feel like your ego has made you lose out on something good?
I think my ego has definitely what's the word to use? I was trying to say staggered, but just kind of like put a hold on. I probably could have been in a few relationships if it weren't for the ego, honestly. But I feel like that's everybody though. I think like I said something last week, you know, you be so worried about having your shit together sometimes that when you got your shit together, you be wanting everything to be perfect in a sense when it comes to what you're looking for. And I was saying that sometimes perfect might not be actual looks, it might be something else. And I feel like that was like one of my ego things too. Like I used to be like real petty about small shit. I think that as you get older, like you start to mature and kind of like learn to give women more grace. I feel like that's something I struggle with, especially in my 20s. Like not giving.
I think it's opposite for me. I think as I get older, I'm not giving as much grace. 'Cause I'm like, at this age, you should know better. Like certain things, like small shit, like you saying.
Mm-hmm.
Younger, I was like the small things I was letting go, but now it's like all the small shit is what for the fucking grinds my gears.
What's the small thing?
I just not that. Just like you leaving the last on a single something. Like,
Oh God, BZ.
Oh no, I ain't getting mad about that.
Are you serious?
I'm talking about stuff like
No, he for real.
I know he for real.
He did it.
I know he.
Are you serious? You ain't gonna cut nobody off. You just
No, I
it's
don't cut 'em
irritable.
off.
You're irritable.
it's irritating.
Okay.
It's irritating. Shit, I'm just saying something small
Like,
like
pick
that.
the lash up.
Yeah, like
Because I think it's a spider.
I think it's a spider. I thought it was a tarantula. Yeah, just not saying that in particular, but just like the small shit, I just have a little bit less grace for, especially if you keep doing it.
After you done already pointed it out.
Like, come on now.
That's fair. Okay, what was
No, I was gonna say stuff like my ego stuff like we talked about before, like having girls having kids and
Oh yeah.
my home, but I ain't gonna say his name, but he was telling me like he basically was saying like Nigel, you not the prize, because I was talking to this girl and pretty much I was just he could just tell how I was talking. It was like it was coming off as if like I want her to like, huh?
You was arrogant?
I was kind of arrogant. I was kind of like wanting her to come to me and shit like that. Shit that I really ain't supposed to be. I'm supposed to be the person that's pursuing, but I'm knowing that she liked me so much that I'm really like taking my time type shit over some ego shit.
Dangling carrot.
Right.
Hey niggas.
Yeah. But you learn from those mistakes though. You learn from that. Cause that it'd be cool in the moment, but after a while you'd be like, man, I'm tripping.
And it's like my thing is, it's just like this. People bitch and moan about how folks don't like them for real, and then when you get somebody that really do like you for real, you do dumb shit like that.
But it be you be your mom.
Like, oh, she
your
like me,
mind
she
don't
gonna
be
stay.
That, but it ain't even that she like me, she gonna stay. It's like you be in your mind. You be like, I could do better. That I'm saying that's the ego. That I'm saying it's the ego play. That I'm saying.
Nigel, sometimes.
So
Even
you gonna always feel like you can do better?
No, I feel like that as I'm getting older, that's the maturity part that I'm saying that I'm not really on that no more. I'm saying like I used to be on that wave though. Like I always feel like I could do better. I just always feel that way. That's why I feel like I've been single the longest.
Because you feel like you do better?
I could do better. Yeah, I always feel that way, bro. And I feel
so
like
you off that?
I'm off that, but it's more so like I don't want to keep. I'm gonna say something, and I know Ashley will get mad at me because I keep bringing like Kevin Samuel shit up though. But
no, being Kevin Friends.
When you, it's like most men don't really get their shit together until they like 40, honestly. But if I go off of that logic, I probably would never be married. But but women look, I'm saying women look at it differently. Like women are like, you should find somebody younger. But for men, they don't view it like that. Like most men want to have, in theory, they want to have their shit together and then find a
right.
woman.
But why the fuck is that in theory? Like, it's so many other niggas that I know that's our age that have already been married. Some niggas been married for. So it's like, in what world?
But not go for everybody though. But I see those.
Right.
But majority of those are people that they don't grew up with.
No, that's not true. It's just niggas that got sense. Like, damn, this is a good woman. I don't want to lose her.
No.
So why not? Why not try it out? If it don't work out, okay, boo. But at least I know I tried and gave full effort. But it's like, you don't never know when your success is gonna come. Like, you niggas be waiting till they might not get successful till 60. You gonna wait till you're 60
But they say
to get married?
them golden years for men is like 35, 40. Like them when you really got your shit together, everything in line.
Yeah, okay.
You can goddamn move how you want to. And those are the times I feel like you're supposed to make them decisions on whether or not you want to start a family or not. But niggas don't they be like, shoot, too many niggas be like, I got time. They feel like they got time.
And it's not on, no.
And sometimes you don't.
A lot of times you don't.
You right.
You just said you'd have missed out on some quality women due to your ego. Or due to thinking you had time and yeah.
It's a fact, Jack.
And they probably sitting here, they probably sitting here looking at this episode like, look at that dumbass.
Because
dummy.
No, you
Idiot, I was her.
No, but you shouldn't call me dumb though, because I'm telling you that I came to my senses. But I guess it might be a little bit too late.
They ain't spinning the block, nigga.
You might as well. What you
No,
mean?
hell no.
He said you might as well spin the block.
That's hell no.
So you watching this? You probably watching this alone. Might as well.
All
So
right.
you watching the spin the blocks?
In the block, man. Hit my line, B. Let me know. Send this clip to me when you see it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Please.
Hey man, send this clip to me when you watch this. I'll let me know what you got going on.
You got somebody certain in mind who you wouldn't mind spinning the block? You ain't gotta say the name. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I got.
Well, he finna say a few.
I got two.
You got two that you wouldn't mind if they spin the
I
block.
got two that wouldn't mind if they spin the block for real.
Well, why you can't spin a block on them?
Ego.
Come on, Nigel.
Ain't it? No. You know what it is though. When you have to spin the block, let's just say, all right, tomorrow I'm cool with spin the block. You know how much work you gotta put in?
Yeah, as you should.
I'm like, man, I just rather just start all over, man.
Man, hell no. It's easier to spin a block with a foundation that's already, been set a little bit.
No, you're right though. It is. I think it's.
And then
I spin the block for the right one though.
Yeah, with dating and shit, you gotta learn new.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's the difference between like like I said, most guys don't get successful till they 35, 40. At that point, you got two options. Like you either go with what you know or deal with what's outside. And when you, like I said earlier, you realize it ain't really nothing outside for real. that will make you kind of like go back to what you already know, somebody that you know already done built a rapport with, or that kind of like know you. Because everybody now, when you get to like 35, 40, what you gonna talk to, a 25-year-old? She still want to be outside for real.
That's what Kevin Samuels did.
Yeah, but he ain't wifing her though. That's a difference. He's
We
just
don't know that.
smashing. That's
We don't
two
know that.
different things.
We don't know
man.
that.
Whatever. I'll let you have that. But
I don't know what that man was doing in his house.
But yeah, so it's like them the options you got. So it's either you can deal with what you already done been through, or you can go outside and deal with somebody younger. But it's really up to what you up to. Because I know a lot of niggas that talk to a girl that's 25 in their 40s. A lot of niggas would. So
That's crazy.
honestly, we done talked about them age gaps already. So
Why do you think that is?
why?
What's the
why is
logic or reasoning behind a 40-year-old or a guy that has their things together talking to a younger girl?
I think it's more physical because I think like
It's a physical thing.
more older women don't really keep themselves together. Like
Older niggas don't like older women.
it's because of the physical, right? Like I'm telling you, like most 25 girls, their body's still tight and nice and perky titties and all that, right? The older the women get, if they're not really into the gym and all that healthy shit, they gonna start deteriorating. Like everything's sagging, everything loose now. They ain't in shape. They don't look.
I feel like it got to do with control though, a little bit too. Like they can control
I'm
the
telling you,
narrative.
it's a physical thing. I'm telling you.
And if they in the gym, if you 40 and you in the gym, I mean, you gotta find. It's gonna be hard to find somebody your age,
Yeah,
right?
it's
kind
rare.
of like on that. That's on that.
Yeah, it's rare.
Most of them don't really care no more. They got kids. They like it is what it is. You gotta like me how I am type shit. But a young girl, she'll be willing to go in the gym 3-4 times out the week. And but another thing too though. I said that older niggas don't like older women, and older women know that. That's why they liking these younger niggas, because the younger niggas is loving the older women. And they're the ones that's goddamn shooting their shot and doing all the shit that you be wanting these older niggas in your age range to do. But the 20-year-olds, they're doing the shit because all they want to do is conquer. They say, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? They ain't looking at it from a relationship. They're like, oh shit, I hit a 40-year-old? I'm happy as fuck. Like, but
It's just so tiring.
What happened?
it's tough.
It's just tiring.
Okay, I have a question. So the older you get for a woman, what is there to expect from a man the older he gets? The more he becomes stable, but the more he becomes this dream man that he's been.
Well, the issue is, I think if we want to go to the beginning, and I ain't on the beginning. What I mean the beginning is, so women,
And God said,
so women in theory want niggas to have their shit together when they meet them. Most men that have their shit together ain't gonna have their shit together till we said 35, 40. So a lot of women that we want to talk to men in their age range because they ain't fully developed yet. They ain't got their shit together. Am I right or wrong? Y'all disagree?
My question.
But I'm going down. No, but it's going to ask you a question though. Ask your question again.
Okay.
Oh,
You said why do? Ask your question again.
No, say what you
Okay.
just said one more time.
I'm answering your question,
Okay.
but I'm starting. Go ahead.
What is a woman to expect from a guy that is in that pool? 35 to 40, they're getting more stable. They're becoming this dream man that they've wanted to be. What is a woman to expect from that?
stability.
Stability.
Or okay, is
That's why That's why I'm saying. That's why most girls date older men, because those older men are more stable. They got their shit together. You know what I'm saying?
I mean like more behaviors. What behaviors are expected from
maturity,
men
like-
that?
Is he gonna be mature?
No. I need you more.
Okay, for the masses, you're gonna have some niggas, some idiots out here. I'm just saying. But most niggas that's around the age, they really started coming to their own. They probably just now starting to become homeowners.
So should a
probably-
woman take them seriously, being that they've now unlocked this newfound of success or money? Like, would if I'm a woman that's meeting a man in the range of 35 to 40, and he's now this newfound man, he's finally feeling comfortable with his bag, and
But you ain't gonna know that.
huh?
You ain't gonna know he's a newfound. All you know is he got his shit together, and I like this nigga.
Right, but should I expect him to be taking me seriously, or should I be expecting him to take really in his player? I want to be how to be a player moment. Because now he got this money to spend frivolously. He can do what he want to do.
But you don't
He
know.
know he the cream of the crop.
It depends on the character of the nigga. Most niggas, I mean, it's like if
Ooh,
you
Lord.
had a nigga a bag, he really you
Somebody make a playbook, please. Blueprint, something. Because
I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, especially if a nigga been broke his whole life and he gets some money, of course shit gonna change. He gonna have a little ego. He gonna want to be outside a little bit. He gonna want to.
So which one is it, Nigel? Because you
What?
you flipping.
I'm just saying though, it's going to be.
You saying a man in his 35 to 40-year-old range, he's going to be secure and stable within his career or whatever it is that he's doing.
Right.
I should be excited for that because he's going to be serious about dating because he's going to be trying to find a partner or what?
If that's what you want, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Well, you talking about him. Like that,
I'm talking about him and what he doing. I ain't talking about me.
You said you should be excited for that? As a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be excited for that because you're looking for a
At the
nigga
end of the day,
that's not going to play no games,
that's
right?
what you've been looking for your
How
whole
do I know?
You don't know until you know.
That's the thing, though. You don't know. But
You don't know until you know.
That depends on the person and his character. That's what I'm saying. But from the outside looking in, he got his shit together. He taking the right steps. But it's whether or not, I mean, like you said, niggas gonna do what women a lot of them do, and that dictates on how much how much he like you. Because if he like you, he gonna be doing the shit correctly. If he don't, he gonna tiptoe around it. He gonna stall. You know what I'm saying? That, he can do that at any age, broke or with money. I'm just saying, most niggas around that time, that's when they start to realize that they want a family. You know what I'm saying? Most niggas, the niggas that's coming correct. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Agreed. But going into ego tripping, man, it's a couple of viral clips have been going up this week. Last week, honestly. One of the news is, if everybody know, Ebony K Williams is pregnant. If anybody who don't know who Ebony K Williams is, she had a viral clip about a year ago where it's the lady named Ayana. Ayana, that's the lady name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she had a clip where she was talking to Ayana and basically telling Ayana that she can't date a bus driver. She wanted to date a bus driver, but she's going viral this week because she's pregnant. She doesn't have a man. She got a
surrogate.
A surrogate, yeah, pretty much.
Well, she artificially, she got somebody. Yeah, she had a donor.
She had a donor, pretty much.
So she's just been in. She's pregnant now, but
she's pregnant now, but she doesn't have a husband or anything like that. So she been going viral because basically she being a single mom on purpose, pretty much. But her main issue has been, why they giving her a hard time is her main issue has been she hasn't been able to find a man. That's why I put her with Vivica Fox, because Vivica Fox is another person who's in their 50s. I don't know her exact age, but who's been going viral because she's just now looking for a man at her age. And a lot of people with Vivica been saying she could have...
Don't twist the words up. Don't twist the words up.
What's going on?
She's now seriously interested in dating again.
Yeah.
But
you said she just now looking for a man.
But the rumor is that she could never keep one, and when she had chances to get one, she didn't want to be in a relationship.
Nigel, what's the definition of a rumor?
What's the
rumor?
Just talk.
Yeah, but hey, they were saying rumors about P. Diddy for 20 years until you see the video. Now it's real life, so you can't say that. Now you know what I'm saying. So it ain't no difference. And people been saying that she can't find a man, and she make a video at 50.
I didn't know nothing about. I thought that 50 fucked it up. I think she, from what I interpret of their relationship, she was too fixated on 50, and 50 was too young of a tenderoni to be caught up in the old.
He was in his prime.
Yeah, and he didn't want to be in that. So I don't really think she fucked it up with 50. She just really liked 50, and 50 must have had that Thor hammer.
She said that when she said that the reason why that didn't work out was because of her. She said she couldn't abide by his rules. She didn't want to do that, and now she looked back and like I probably should have listened to him around that time.
Yeah, probably because that nigga he was young and was trying to probably manipulate the fucking scenario. That nigga was young as hell, fucking with Vivica Fox,
young
and at
rich.
that time, Vivica was their bitch.
Yeah, right.
That was something that he wanted to wear a badge of honor because she was an older, good-looking woman.
It's funny though to go back to what I was talking about earlier about how women get older and start losing themselves. Like she's not in the best of shape right now. If you look at that picture, did y'all see the two pictures they put beside each other?
Yeah,
like
when she played that game, and then
when she was like they picture she was slim, and you know what I'm saying. Now she really chunky.
Like Kevin Samuel said.
So now she's starting to lose herself, and now she want to like take dating seriously, but it's like you
You watched
gotta
the video?
you gotta get yourself together first.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, it's somebody who gonna still like that, but the person who gonna like that is not gonna be the person who she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that's the issue that who was saying with her Ebony K. Williams, like their issues is just like the same thing we said with the Kevin Samuels. They make a certain amount of money to a point where they don't want to. They feel like they lowering their standards if they dating a bus driver or somebody a regular person versus somebody that's on their level. And typically with that stubbornness, you end up, I don't know, being a single mom on purpose or not being able to find a guy at 50 but I feel like you still can find somebody. I don't know. I
She
just
50?
feel like, yeah, she definitely 50.
Ebony K?
No, Ebony K like in her 40s.
Oh, okay. I know Vivica like 50.
Vivica like 50, yeah.
I think she like.
But yeah, but I feel like the reason why that's ego. That's ego right there and there.
It's definitely ego. Got a part to do with it.
We watching the video
What makes
earlier.
it ego? If those are their standards. I mean, if that's their standards, if your standards is you don't want to date anybody with a child, that's your standards.
My fact.
Now that could be your non-negotiable. You could not want to bend on that, or
Yeah, but
you can be like, okay.
At some point, I gotta come to the same realization.
Yeah, she will be 60 this year. She's 59.
Damn. You can say that,
And
but
she was
at
married.
some point though,
Vivica was married.
at some point though, you come to the realization that even in me saying that I started to come to understand that I'm limiting myself on the pool of women that I can talk to by saying
That's
that.
true. But if your standard is your standard, I mean, why would we say that's their ego when it could just literally be their standard? Now, if you want to make the argument
it's been so long.
Huh?
It's been so long.
Well,
I
if you
feel like
want to
that's
make the
why-
argument of are standards really standards or do they change? Like
Standards change. His standards changed.
My standards changed.
Right.
But
Remember
that's,
he
also,
said to
that's
my-
also my ego, me letting my ego down and saying, hey, come to my sister, like, all right, if you want, you're going to have to start dating women with kids. Like, it's just part of it. Like,
I don't really correlate the two, but if you do,
I do.
you correlate too?
Yeah.
ego
Yeah.
and standards,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like when you let go of your ego, it's like you're changing the standards within yourself. It's like, no, that don't register.
No, because I can have standards of I don't want an abuser, so I'm gonna let my ego down to be.
No, that's not ego though.
No,
different.
That's not-
different.
So that's why I'm saying how are y'all correlating ego and standards together?
That's
then?
like-
Ego is like
ego is
not dating somebody because they have a baby. He's not in danger because she has a child.
Okay.
You would be in danger if you decided to stay with somebody.
Okay, so
We're talking about things, yeah, you talking about, like,
I'm talking about
shit-
standards.
that-
People have a
That's
various amount of standards.
That's not a standard. That's common sense. Like, why would you date a nigga who beat your ass? Like,
we mean standards
But
like
my ego is like not wanting to let go. Like you holding on to something. Like I'm holding on to this. I'm not letting go. Like I feel like that's like the same thing as standards. Like
it's like
this is-
Ebony K said she wouldn't date a bus driver, but she probably if she fuck with a bus driver, she probably have a baby daddy. It's ego and standards.
and standards, yeah. And she ain't willing to let that. She ain't willing to drop her ego to have a family. She'd rather be a single mom. So that's not. That's ego for sure. Relationship. What's your belief in relationship karma?
Break it down a little more. Of that.
Like pretty much how guys be saying. Like not even. I ain't gonna say relationship as far as like boyfriend girlfriend, but you know how like guys be saying like if you a fuckboy your whole life, it's gonna be tough for you to have a daughter. Damn.
I think you finna fuck up what relationship karma is, though. I don't think you finna
What is
explain
it?
it right.
What is it?
What's relationship karma?
When you cheat on somebody in a relationship and it comes back
Okay.
in the next relationship or 2-3 relationships after.
Let me tell you what
Do you believe in if
probably
you're
right.
doing wrong, do you think it's gonna come back?
I was gonna say about you know how like niggas be saying if you a fuck nigga and you have a daughter, like you know what I'm saying.
I know what you mean.
That feel
What comes on to your child?
right.
That's another way.
All doing men dirty.
Or do it. Yeah.
Yeah, either way.
Either way.
I definitely believe in it. I definitely I think as you get older you start to have a conscience. I think in your younger 20s you don't, and so you don't really give a fuck about karma in your 20s because you feel like you got time. Well, I'm talking about guys, so I don't know about women. But especially when you come to dealing with women and run into women, I think as you get older you start to realize like, yeah, I want to establish something concrete, and I can't be out here. You know, my name need to hold weight in these streets, yo. I can't be out here being a fuck nigga to everybody because that shit gonna get around. Real
I
talk.
think it don't really
especially
hit
in Atlanta.
with the kid thing. I don't think it really hits until you have a child
Yeah.
to realize like, oh shit.
So a lot
You know, I
of niggas
might
don't
need
even
to
find purpose until they have a child. Honestly,
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so
That's true. I definitely believe in relationship karma. And I think niggas should tread lightly with it because, you know, it may not necessarily, all the dirt you done did may not never come back on you, but it may come back to your seed. And that's something that is very unfair because that's something that your child may be having to battle with because of decisions that you've made in your past.
I'm thinking about Diddy when you say that.
I don't believe in karma, period. Like,
You don't believe in it?
I just feel like the energy that you're putting out at that time is what you're gonna receive back. So like, just say if I was a fuck nigga for 10 years,
Isn't it the same thing?
huh?
Yeah.
You want to say that's the same thing?
No, because
Energy and
just
karma?
say if I was a fuck nigga 10 years ago and I just did bitches wrong, right? Now I'm a great wholesome guy, and then now I receive karma from the 10 years ago. That's what that is, right? That's karma. What I'm saying is
just like you used to kill niggas 10 years ago. You took 10 years off from killing a nigga, and you died. You died because you got shot randomly.
but that's karma, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in that because if I killed a nigga 10 years ago, but now the next 20, 30 years of my life, I'm a preacher. That's the energy I'm gonna receive. I'm not subscribing to killer energy, right? So killer energy not gonna be around me. So I'm not gonna be anywhere where I can get shot. I'm not gonna be anywhere where like anything can happen to me.
Right, I feel you.
So even with relationships, right? If 10 years ago I was just fucking all these bitches, doing them dirty, cheating on them, but now I've matured, I've grown. Now I'm a wholesome guy. I treat women well, respectful. That's the energy I'm gonna receive back, even when I have my kids, because now that's the energy I'm putting out to the world. So it's gonna come back tenfold. But I think if you just whatever you're doing at that moment is the karma you will receive. I don't think that shit. What's the shit we used to have the phone? Oh, the rollover. I don't think the shit roll over. Like years and years later, like it don't. Oh, remember 20 years ago you did this to this girl. Now you about to receive karma for that 20 years ago, and now you're a whole nother nigga though. No, I think once you change your life, your whole universe changed. Everything changed with it.
That's real.
That's fair.
Something that We the Fifth, our videographer, put in the group earlier this week that we're gonna talk about. So he put in the group. All right, so let's all agree that men plan dates, pay the bills, open up doors, make sure you get home safe, etc. All of that is the bare minimum. My question is, what's the woman's equivalent to bare minimums? In y'all opinion?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that's bare minimum for a nigga? That's bare minimum for a nigga?
Bare minimum for niggas is...
He was just saying bare minimum is...
He was saying paying bills.
Taking a bitch out on a date, paying for
bills,
them.
open doors, making sure you get
Nigga,
home
paying
safe.
bills.
Paying the... You're not reading.
Paying the bills.
The bill.
Oh, paying the bills.
Like out on a date?
Out on a
Yes.
date.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
What to say?
I'm sorry, y'all.
God
I'm sorry.
damn.
I'm
The
sorry,
misconstrued the whole goddamn...
y'all. Some women that think like that.
There is a lot.
It's a lot of them think like that.
But I mean, he was just saying bare minimum is if you're doing a date, the man is expected to plan the date,
pay the bills,
pay the bill.
Pay the bill. Well, I'm just bills just mean like paying it when I go out.
No, the bill.
Paying the bill.
No,
Sorry,
bills
y'all.
is like house
bills
bills.
is giving like house bills.
So pay the bill, open up the door, send that text, let me know when you make it home safe, shit like that. What's the female equivalent to that?
I think it's the same thing, honestly. Like, it could be the next time, it could be, hey, what you doing? Or let's hang out here. Not necessarily saying that the girl has to pay for it, or she could say, my treat this time. Let's go get some ice cream. It's my treat. And I'm going to text you on the way home, or just to make sure you got home.
I was going to say,
I was taking it in the instance of the dating when you're on the first date.
The
What is
etiquettes.
her bare
I'm saying in
minimum
general.
coming to the date?
No, I think it's in general. Like, what's just the female's bare minimum for a man? Like, if all it is the man's bare minimum, what is the female's bare minimum?
I took it for in that setting.
I don't think it's a date setting. You think it's a date setting?
I think it's just I think in general that's just what's known for men to do.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you need to do when you're dating. You need to be opening the door for your girl. You need to be making sure if you had a date
fellas,
organized.
So what's the bare minimum for dating?
For women dating?
I would say, like, giving attention, too. Like, that's a bare minimum for me. Like, just listening to you talk and being chill in your presence.
Y'all like to say feminine. I think a woman coming in her feminine energy is big. I'm starting to see a lot of those comments from men a lot lately. Like, I just want a woman feminine, please. All that hard up shit, whatever all that other shit,
No, for sure.
please leave it at the door. But
sure.
I think a woman's bare minimum is being feminine. But
And be peaceful and be loyal.
as a bare minimum in dating,
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot more long term.
No, it ain't.
Loyalty long term. You can't really.
You have to track that.
You got to.
You got to track it.
Yeah, I mean, I
Loyalty-
think you can
that's-
look
that's
at
a lot-
somebody and be like, oh, I think she could be loyal, but
Loyal is a longevity thing. You're somebody you've been seeing them do things over time, and now you can say, okay, yeah, she loyal. You can't do that during dating stages. Like she can give you. She can give
but
you
do
signs.
y'all think that like?
I was gonna say shit like.
Do you feel every man is warranted feminine energy?
Hell no. Fuck no.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
every
Like
minute
when
you're
you,
dating.
yeah, like
Yes.
when you meet me, like I said, I said to say that because so many men have been responding with, I want a woman to be feminine, right? But I think women have like a very small level of it when they come into like a date.
Because they be having their walls up, dog. That's what it comes down to. Women be having their walls up initially during dates. Men are more open.
I don't
it's
know.
our
I can't
responsibility
speak from there. Why the fuck you going on a date if you just guard
But
it?
still though, like
I mean, not guard it, but if you
gonna
just
be-
hard up.
they gonna be hard regardless. Like most majority of the time, it be the guys like job to peel that them layers back. Majority of the time. Now, sometimes a nigga can get fed up because I ain't gonna be putting too much. Like I need you to be giving me something. But majority of the time, like.
But
it's
don't you
always
think that people
guy.
already kind of have the basis conversations before they actually go on
But
the
it's not
actual
even that-
date?
It's not the
So that you can
conversation.
kind
Not
of
all the
get,
time.
It's
so
not
that
the
you can kind of,
conversation,
so
though.
that you can kind of get a level of who the person is before you actually ask them out on the date.
Not if you meet them on a date now.
No, what I'm saying is like it's not even that.
Yeah,
though.
and even on the date naps I've been on, I ain't never had no niggas just be like, "Let's go out tomorrow." Because if you ask me to go out, like if we match, and then the next thing you say is like, "Let's meet tomorrow," I'm like, I need to get to know you a
Most
little
people
bit.
Be like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like that. And I was gonna say how you was talking about a couple weeks ago about like it's too soon to be doing certain things, calling you, FaceTiming you, shit like that. Like that could be that wall that guy, because
I
you
know.
might look at it. I'm talking about how the guys gonna view it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like girls be so hard at the beginning because they be trying to figure out whether or not you for real or not. But they be so hard that it be becoming unattractive to the man, if that makes sense. Like. When they say feminine energy, feminine is like your energy.
Okay,
like
give me
how
an
you
example
acting.
on what's so hard.
Like typically when a guy trying to talk to you at the beginning, you might not be as the communication might not be there originally. Like some girls you kind of gotta build up to
it's like pulling teeth.
it's like
to get,
pulling teeth
to get certain
like,
shit out of her.
Yeah, try to get certain shit, and she might like you, but she still like got her guard up because of what she done been through in her past or how she been, raised growing up. Like, and you gotta deal with that. Like that's a tough cookie right there. Like once you the best part about it is once you get over the hump, she might be all in. You know what I'm saying? But it's that initial the initial first
I know
couple
some
dates
niggas like
or the
that too,
first
though.
conversations that we have.
Boy, you about to take the words.
I know
clean out
niggas
my
that's dating
mouth.
like that too. They guard
I'm
up.
like, it's a lot
What
of
you mean?
guys that are like that.
I know niggas that's doing the same shit you talking about. The girls do. Like I know.
No, because I used to be that guy too.
I know
though. Yeah,
niggas
yeah,
personally right now that's dating girls and they won't let their wall down. Niggas be telling me like, oh,
But I feel like
That's me.
I think my thing is I don't feel like
Hey, shout out to me to read it out.
I don't feel like conversation number 1, 2, 3 requires for you to let your wall halfway down. I feel like certain conversations will warrant certain responses, right? That would allow you to maybe bring a wall in. Like, for example, I just recently was speaking with a guy, maybe like maybe a couple weeks ago. And we were having dialogue about, I got like this little game that allows you to ask questions that may be difficult to like word, but it's on the card. So you just ask the question on the card and then it allows the other party to respond, right? So I asked whatever that question was. And he then asked me this. So I asked it to him, but he wanted me to go first. And I was like, oh, that ain't how it's supposed to go. You supposed to answer the question first.
You ask him the question, he like, you go first.
Yeah, like, but it's one of those like whoever answers, both parties have to answer the question. But he wanted me to go first, I guess, which would have geared him to allow
He was gonna base his answer off your
off
answer.
of my response.
Yeah.
So, but see, he don't know me because then I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper. I'm still gonna hit another layer because you know what I mean. So just because you might not ask me one question, I'm gonna ask you something different. So when it came time for him to respond, I asked something a little bit of a deeper layer, and he was like, "That's a little too much. Like that makes me a little uncomfortable." And I'm like, "Well, damn, okay." But I respected it because maybe he's just not, in the space to get that deep. But I feel like first 2 or 3 conversations with somebody, I'm not expecting you to let your guard halfway down.
I think that depends on the people, right? Because I done met some girls before, and the first night we met, we done lay under the stars and spilled our whole life.
Yeah, I've done that too.
And then some girls, you just like, you gotta chip away at it.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the energy and who you're dealing with.
But I mean, like, I think too, sometimes I've noticed when I've spilled all the beans to a nigga in the very beginning, which ain't nothing wrong with it because it feels great in the beginning, but it's like almost
Are you
it's like
spilling
you
the beans
then,
or both of y'all?
no, it's
spilling
both of
it?
y'all.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you're then like, what's next? What else is there of you? You know what I mean? Like you almost feel like in that very one setting for those 8-9 hours that y'all did talk, there wasn't nothing left for them to get to figure out.
But
Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but that mindset though, is that not like it's like you playing games though?
Yeah, cause
Playing games.
Because you doing that on purpose.
Doing what on purpose?
it's like you saying like I don't want all of you right now. I just want a little bit.
I don't want
at
you
a
to
time.
know all of me right now.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
No, that's
And
not.
I can answer your question.
Whoa.
Was that deep? That was, what you
No.
mean?
No, I mean, I didn't
y'all
take
went
that
kinda
nowhere
left.
for playing no games,
What
nigga.
Ash meant was if you are in that vulnerable space with a person and you're telling them all of this about you, sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, I just gave him my whole life. What else is he going to ask me so that I can talk more about myself? But to answer your question, I feel like you just keep piggybacking off of what you've already told him. You know, it's like you just keep kind of going back to it. Like, remember I told you about, well, this is, you know.
But see, what kind of pisses me off with that sometimes is when you have those certain why I say that, why I said what I said was because when you have an 8-hour session with somebody for the very first time and y'all just talking, a lot of times, now me, I listen and I absorb everything, but I've noticed a lot of times the nigga don't remember.
Niggas can't, niggas don't, they're not going to remember.
Yeah, okay.
They're not.
But that's the part that I don't like because if we're having...
But you tell
you gotta let that shit go. Yeah, you're giving him too much.
You want to process?
He just trying to
10 years in 8 hours?
Right. He just trying to.
That's real.
He just being nice by listening to you talk. He just want to be
don't
around
want to tell you to be quiet. He really don't want to.
He don't care.
But it's
He
not
not being funny. He really don't want to hear what you got.
It's a
No,
mutual
it's different
thing.
because when she talking about when both y'all doing
we're
it.
both talking.
It's an even
So
exchange.
if I can remember that means to me that gives that you're not that interested.
It ain't that. I think niggas process information different than women. Yeah,
That's real. It's a little truth.
Like
to
you gotta
that,
tell me your
though. I
birthday
wanna
3
take that
times before I
personal.
remember it. Like niggas just process information differently, and then sometimes we be so in the moment and had these butterflies and this energy in our stomach. We just happy to be here and just be like being able to be free with somebody who's dope. And then like the next day we gonna remember most of it, but not all of it. So like sometimes you got to come back to it and then be like, oh yeah, I remember she did say that. But y'all just process information way better than men. It's just fact.
And like you just said though, like a lot of times you might say something and I might have not remembered it right in that moment, but something might trigger that. But oh yeah, she did say she like this, or she did say, or it might be anything from a commercial to somebody's conversation that might make them pop up with something that you said that you like. Like you told him your favorite color was yellow, or you like with a yellow something, and he remember it later on down the line. He might not remember right then and there after you ask him that, but something might trigger him. So,
you know, it's a secret. It's not a secret, but a good thing to help a guy or like get him in the habit of remembering stuff. Compliment him every time he remembers something. Like, oh, you remembered. And I don't know how it feels to BZ and Nigel, but I feel like it does something for you to notice, like, they notice that I remembered. Because I feel like guys always hear, you don't remember, or, all kind of criticism.
yeah, I'll definitely tell them
you know what I'm
did
saying?
remember.
Like, we're quick to say, like, you forgot, but we're not so quick to say, like, oh, you remembered.
Facts. It gotta be a balance.
Yeah.
With me, it just I go by the 3-strike rule. Like, if I gotta tell you something 3 times, man, obviously you don't give a fuck. So at that point, it's like, fuck you. No matter what it is, like if we dating in a relationship, whatever, if I gotta keep saying the shit and you not changing it or trying to improve it, and you know that shit bothers me, that's my grace. It's like, why? It's the 3rd time me saying something about this or bringing this up or expressing how I feel about this situation, and you still ain't trying to fix it. That's your grace. So at the 3rd time, it's like, what the fuck? You don't give a fuck, so I don't give a fuck. Don't sip your tea. What's up, Ashley?
I be thinking about when I be thinking about Grace, though, I be thinking about like, especially when they're dating, like the things that she got going on, like how she was raised, or like the things that she into. Like, I don't want to be too judgmental. Like, I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I have a fine line between being judgmental and like being like, okay, everybody done been through this before. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, really all about what you feel like you can deal with at the time. Like, not everybody's gonna have your background, and I think that should be an understanding coming into a relationship anyway. Nobody has the same upbringing, and nobody has the same experience. So, If a bitch told you she done fucked 50 niggas and you don't like it, then you just need to go on to the left. Or if she tells you something that traumatically happened to her that maybe brings up certain things that trigger her, she lets you know that, and you feel like that might be something that you can't really weigh out, then. But I was going off. I was about to say what Beezy said, but then when you said about like upbringing and stuff, I don't really know.
Well, I'm just saying like things you're looking at when you're dating somebody, like, and they might do some shit that, like, you go out and you could tell that they ain't been outside before, like, or, you know what I'm saying, like. How much grace do you get that
Like,
person?
like she doesn't know what the salad fork is versus the dinner fork?
Yeah, or like stuff like little stuff like that, or even like when you're around people and the conversations is different. Like you can tell she don't know how to be around like people or like little stuff like that. For some, they might be able to be like, all right, cool, I can take her, groom her, style her to make her to whatever I want her to be. And you got some people that be like, oh nah, I ain't fucking with it. Like you know what I'm saying? You just depend on, like you say, your tolerance, but.
Well, see, that's different.
I was about to say, yeah. So you got
because grace is such a broad statement.
It is. So that's why I was like, I was going off of what Beezy was saying with three like if I have to continue to tell you something, if I have to say it twice, then I got the issue. But
but you talking about something so different.
I feel like they all like
what you said is a whole different type of grace because there's so many ways you can give grace.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is things you continue to do in a relationship that I don't like. You just talking about somebody being raised a certain way and they just not understanding a different type of culture or just being around people or things that they're not used to.
Yeah, it is.
And you understanding that.
It is broad though, so I get what you're saying. But I do feel like that's part of that straight shit too though. Like it's certain things you kind of like want. I don't know. I be feeling like when you dating, I don't know. Y'all tell me it be certain things you be wanting out of your guy or your girl that you want to you don't mind like putting them on game about. But there's certain things that you be feel like, you should know this. Like, you know what I'm saying? No.
See, with you have to be in your mind. It makes sense to us. It don't. So with you have to give us examples.
Yeah, you gotta be really
and
specific.
they need to be factual examples so that we could be like, oh, okay. But you be trying to.
I be throwing shit out there to kind of see if y'all
So Nigel, you come from a very superficial angle too. Sometimes, like you're talking about dating a lame versus dating somebody that's cool or that appears to be trendy and hip. That's different. Is that what you mean by that? Like that's a different kind of grace?
Yeah, because when he made the comment of like somebody that don't really talk, that's not that you bring over to a setting that's social and they're not really that social. Is that a tick for you? Is that what you were saying? Like, should I give her grace because she's not social?
What I'm saying. I like Candy.
Well, you should be able to kind of depict who she is before you bring her into that setting. Like, okay, based off of how she is, I think she'll be able to mask well with these people.
That's real.
So that's not really giving grace, really. Unless, like you're saying,
I'm probably making it too.
Unless you're saying, like, okay, she grew up in a single parent household. Mom was the primary breadwinner. She has a very dominant personality in relationships. She tends to take, like, should I give her grace because that's what she grew up with, or should she at this age have, been able to differentiate which way she want to go in dating, in her role in dating?
Or maybe like a grace, like
the fuck.
I wish
that nigga cracked his own head. He like,
maybe like giving somebody grace, like, okay, let's say you're used to texting people, or let's say you're used to talking to somebody when you're getting to know them on the phone, and the person that you're dating is not really a phone kind of person. So do you give that person grace on like, okay, maybe they don't like talking on the phone
what you trying
a lot.
to say?
Yeah,
I think with grace, it should be specific topics. Yeah, because it can be grace with all kind of shit. Yeah. Grace can go so many ways.
Yeah.
Like you said, it could be the phone shit. It could be like just bringing around people.
Yeah.
It could be just doing things you don't like.
I think I'm going back to what I said originally though. It's all about what you have capacity for in that moment. Like you might be in a space, like even with BZ and Ash, y'all saying like the three strike thing. That's very, very, credible. But maybe a year from now, you might be in a space of like, okay, I have a little bit more tolerance for more than 3. Right now in my life, I'm being patient with people because of X, or I'm being patient with people because of this. I'm in a calm space, so I'm trying to transfer that. So I feel like it's all about what you have capacity for in your life, as far as giving people grace.
I think as humans, I think as we get older, everybody's grace
subjective.
No, I think the grace threshold widens as you get older. I think cause it's like he said, right? First he gonna date women with kids. Now we getting older. Okay, I might date a bitch with one. Now if he get older, he's still single. He might date a bitch with 2 kids.
I might.
Like that grace threshold gonna keep extending as you get older because now your options is getting smaller. So you ain't got no choice but to have grace. Ashley has a clip for us.
You said say that again.
I say I think men love more authentically than women. And this is why.
I can agree, but go ahead.
Women are in love with love.
Yes.
And because of that, I think you guys are wired to stick anybody in that spot. You can make him fit. You guys are socialized from little girls to fall in love with the process, the pageantry of love, the courting phase and the dates and the, you know what I'm saying? He put his hand on my thigh and we walked down the aisle and all that stuff. On the flip side, when a man figures out that realizes that he's in love, that's not a happy experience. He's like, God damn it. Because that is a responsibility.
He's telling the truth.
Now, because again, our 2 jobs are provide and protect. I love her means that I'm willing to die for her. That's not part of your responsibility. Right. So we're not going to be as flippant or as generous with that love. Plus, we're not socialized to fall in love.
I enjoyed that, and I actually agree.
I do too.
And I think as I'm getting older as a woman, I'm just realizing that from men, seeing when men make that commitment,
It's a job.
it's a show enough commitment. Like these motherfuckers ain't taking that shit lightly. And like he said, it's almost like, God damn it, I love this bitch.
Yes.
Now
it is. It's like
I'm
that.
obligated to go there.
It's like that.
anybody that fuck with her, fuck with me, and I'm ready to take it however far I need to take it.
It's like that.
And that's almost like I don't know. I'm not married, nor do I have kids, but I feel like it's almost at the same level as your children. You'll go for your wife, you'll go to the same extremes that you'll go for your kids. And you lay it down. Like, you just go ahead and do what you need to do. So, yeah. How y'all feel about it, though? Because I was like, okay, clap, slip, clap, clap, slip. Because the girls was ready to get on his ass in the beginning. And as soon as he started to break the shit down, bitches was like, okay. And one of the girls was like, dog, let that nigga cook. He cooking. Let him eat. Let him cook. So, what y'all?
This is with the process, anything can change. Like, I think you said a couple episodes ago, you were saying, like, men love unconditionally and women don't, pretty much. It's the same thing to me. Anything can change off of your emotions. Like with me, it's like if I love you, I just love you. Nothing's gonna change that. And I know that if I love you, I know what comes with that, what I gotta do to keep this shit going. For women, I feel like anything emotionally can dictate your thoughts of what we got going on.
Yeah, man, we are such providers and protectors. Cause I swear, when I get in a relationship, when I'm single, like I'm such a selfish person, bro. It's like it's all about me, and I just love being me by myself and doing things for me. But when I fall in love with a woman, it's us now, and it's like now all I do is think about your well-being. You need some gas? Oh, you're tired? What? You did what? Oh, what? Like now, like my girl has a kid, so it's like. Even though his dad is in his life, I still be like, yo, did he eat? Like, was he need some shit? Like, is he good? What's up? He did what? He failed and did what? He bumped his knee. Come on, let me see. Like, I feel like I gotta protect.
I'm about to cry. Sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I feel like I gotta protect and provide for you and, you know what I'm saying?
Whoever's adjacent to you.
Whoever's adjacent.
Yeah.
Your sister, like, that shit just, it's really a think piece. Cause it's like, you're right. Cause like, once that shit hit us in our heart, we just like, damn, I'm really in love with this girl.
And it's almost like, fuck, I don't want to have to do this, but I'm about to do this shit.
I'm about to do this shit. And now it's like every move I make is like, it's for us. It's like everything I do now is like, I'm trying to make sure she's straight so I can make sure we straight.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it is, bro. Like, and I be like, a nigga say what? A bitch say who? Like,
you gotta protect your investment, bro.
That's crazy. That's
you gotta protect it at all costs.
Why would you? That was cold.
Now he cooking tonight.
You gotta protect your investment.
Why would you say that?
All of this is an investment.
No, it's kind of real though.
I mean, but yeah, let's not say that though, because that's like what the fuck. Like,
you can't be too real, man. You get canceled.
Nigga, that just wasn't needed.
You get canceled. You be too real.
Protect your investment. That's it. Shit.
Damn. Hey, man, just make sure y'all protect y'all shit, man, at all costs.
Protect your investment.
At all costs.
Jesus.
You gotta have a return, man. Hey.
What about the other one, though, the look shit?
We can talk about that, though. Why do y'all feel like looks matter less to women than they do for men?
I don't agree with that
I
because
don't
looks
either.
matters for me.
I don't either. I think it
So
looks.
I don't really
I think
know
it matters
who
for
the fuck that
everybody.
apply to. That must be the city girls.
Hey, I'm gonna take it back to what I said earlier. I think even with looks, I think all that shit starts to diminish as you get older.
It does.
Like when we younger, nigga, we want lookers. We want to wake up somebody who pretty as a motherfucker, fine as a motherfucker. We want that physical. But I think as you get older and your options start to dwindle, looks kind of go out the door a little bit.
Man,
And
when
you-
I was younger, dog, I used to look at relationships and be like, yo, why did you pick her, bro?
Now you know why though.
And
'cause,
now I
like,
know why,
that-
like, because she was the one that had the personality. She was the one that was more of a wifey material. But at that time, like, I'm like, bro, I felt like you could have did better than that, bro. But then when you get older, you start to realize, yeah, he did what was right for him.
Ooh, Nigel.
Bro,
he
I
did
be
what was
saying-
right, bro.
I be like out. I be at the gym and shit. I be just saying older couples, and I just be like, what the fuck? But
Yeah.
I know why it happened because like they waited too long. All their ego got in the way. It started from dating a handsome bus driver. So now they got a old ass nigga that work at the post office who don't look like shit. But yeah, man, as we get, I think as we're younger, I think looks matters to everybody, not just women. Like, cause like right now we want somebody who look good. But if you
No, but they're more prone to choose to go after the personality versus
For
the
women?
looks. Yeah.
yeah,
versus the looks.
they want looks, but I think if a nigga got personality and money and make them laugh, they'll
We talked about last
they
week.
can
We
choose
talked about
ugly
we
niggas.
talked about it a couple weeks ago about women who date fat niggas.
Yeah, they will. If a nigga got them make them laugh and got some money,
You was here.
they'll fuck with him.
We'll talk to if he got personality. We talk about Drewski. When they was talking about Ruby Rose, that Drewski, he got he got personality.
I
and he
didn't
got
agree to
money.
that.
I'm just saying, like he got personality. He big, but he got personality. He got money. Women are date that easily, but a man will not date.
I mean, I think my thing is, I think when we say looks, everybody's looks is subjective. I might like something completely opposite of the other bitch, and he might like look good to me, but he may not look good to the other person. So, like you said, when you be like looking at relationships and be like, why the fuck did she or he choose each other? Like they don't even. Maybe to them they look good. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
You right.
everybody looks look different. Like you,
No.
who you may physically see me put with.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that's my my taste.
Right? No, you
Hey,
right.
Because
I ain't
everybody
gonna
want
lie.
to put me with a 6'6" nigga, and I don't like 6'6" niggas.
Yeah.
But you want that nigga that's shorter than you.
I date a nigga my height.
You want that nigga that's shorter
I
than
date a
you.
nigga 5'9".
But now, have you
I
ever
ain't
told
going
your
that- I ain't going
like,
that
have you
lower
ever
than
told your
that,
homeboy like you was feeling the bitch or fucking with somebody like, oh damn, she bad, and your homeboy was like, oh she alright.
Yeah.
Like that shit happened to me all the time. Like
Yeah.
I tell my homie like,
Nah,
damn,
but
shorty.
I done talked to them before and was one of the girl that and they felt like I was only with them because they look good.
Who you talking about?
And you probably was. Was you not?
No, it's a little bit of both, but what I'm saying is that's when you get older, you start to realize that that's not what's important. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from when I was starting Unspoken. The ads used to be like, yo, you only bringing these girls on because they look good,
And they was
and they
a
ain't
box
had
of
nothing
rocks.
to talk about.
A box of goddamn rocks.
Box of fucking rocks. One talking about shit.
But that's the issue right there with most niggas do that in relationships. When they be dating out here, they be out here dating.
Yeah,
these
because they
girls.
don't want girls to say nothing.
They just want somebody that they just want an arm candy.
Yeah, that sucks.
Most rich niggas only want an arm candy.
That sucks.
Mm.
Because all y'all doing is just fucking and looking at each other and eating.
Y'all seen that
Ain't
clip?
having.
It's rare. Y'all seen that clip with Lou Will when he was talking about like how niggas in the league be treating relationships, like, how they be playing house. He was like, shoot, I'm from Atlanta. If I play for the Clippers, if I got a girlfriend, she might come with me to LA, but she only gonna see me two days out of the week. He was like, and then he was like, you really don't know her. You do that. You been in the league for 15 years. And you at home two nights out the week. You come home, you go on the road, you do what you do. You come home and you play house for 2 days, and then you go back on the road. And then when to make her sit up, you just send her to the mall. But once you start to retire and that $500,000 check ain't coming every week,
You see who really there?
You can't really tell her to go to the mall. Now you got to really figure out who you really got a child with, who you wife with. But that's a lot of niggas in the NBA.
But
though.
that's what I mean. I talk about that. I've said that several times before on here. Just niggas that be when they finally get to a certain level in that ladder all the time. I be saying like, you know, all the bitches that you didn't pass up on your way up the ladder, and you finally get to a place of comfort, and you really making some money. Now you wondering all the bitches that's flocking to you, are they really there for you, or they really just there for the money? And all of the ones that you passed up.
But even if she there for you, y'all still don't know each other because y'all not putting in that time together.
Well,
though.
you
Like I
talking about
said,
NBA? Ain't
I'm just saying,
talking about
like, I'm talking about that story.
we don't know no NBA niggas.
Most niggas, you right. You're
That's
absolutely
not
right.
ideal for us.
You right. You definitely got to come with a better mindset, though. You right about that.
But I mean,
Definitely.
when they have the off season, what they doing during the off season?
They still be playing. They be playing like summer leagues and shit.
I mean, yeah, they at home for the offseason, but I mean,
If you that nigga,
if
but if you just a nigga in the league,
just a nigga in the league,
you at the crib.
is still making millions.
That's fine. But when the season is over, you're clearly at home.
Yeah, you at home, yeah.
So you have some time to hopefully
if
figure out.
If you in the playoffs, you've been at home for about 2 months by now. Right now, in the playoffs,
you should know your old lady by now.
Yeah.
At least dating, going out on trips and stuff, having a great time.
Shit, your boy, what's your boy name? Who go with Winnie Harlow? They been together like 5 years.
Yeah, that was
Winnie
a shock
Harlow?
because they was on the low for a minute.
Oh, the one with the
Kyle Kuzma,
yeah.
Yeah, they been together 5 years.
Yeah.
She kept that on the
She
wraps.
live in LA too, so it's different. I mean, she lives well, I take it back. I think when they first started, he was in LA and they started dating. He don't play for LA no more though. He played for the Wizards, but
Yeah, she actually just moved from LA. So
yeah.
she was living in LA. But it can work.
I don't know.
That's proof that it can work.
No, it definitely can work. I think it just comes down to your mentality though.
They say she's mean.
For real?
She's like a big.
I don't judge people until I meet them in person.
Yeah,
so
same. But I
can't go off what they say.
I was shocked. I was like, damn, I would have never known. But
you
also,
know,
never
bitches be
know.
hating, bro.
Huh?
Bitches be hating.
Yeah, they said she.
You don't fuck around and meet her and be like, oh, she dope as a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why I don't ever believe any of the hype.
Yeah, don't do that.
But I like to have it in the back of my mind.
Don't do that because that's gonna be in the back of your mind.
No, it just be in the back of my mind. It's a note. It's a mental note.
Oh, okay.
I don't judge it. It's just a mental note.
You don't use it though.
No.
Oh, okay. So you don't go into it. Just say we going to an event and then she gonna be there. You're not gonna go into it like.
I'm like, okay. Here's the bitch. Let's see if she's
this
a bitch
the bitch they were talking about. Let's see if it was true.
No, I keep mental notes though. But mental notes, I know how to put those one way and then move the other way.
You got a corner, BC?
Yeah. If you feel like you don't have motivation to go to the gym, which you're not gonna always have, a good hack is to just buy some new gym clothes.
That's true.
Buy some new gym clothes. I'm telling you, buy some new gym clothes. That shit gonna make you want to go work out. I promise you. I don't know what it is, but it's just like having something new.
Like a new outfit. You want to be seen?
Yeah, it's new. Like if you don't have enough money to do that, just go to Target or go to Walmart and just get you a nice. Go where? We sell stores, but yeah, because we're not always gonna have motivation. I know everybody ain't as disciplined as me and other elite athletes. So if you lack motivation to go to the gym and you falling off your routine or whatever, buy something new. Even if you buy just a new sports bra, a pair of new shorts, tights, shoes, whatever it is, buy something new. And I guarantee you'll get a little spark to want to go back and get your shit back on. So yeah, look good, feel good, play good. In the words of my nigga Deion Sanders, go get something new, baby. Turn up.
Well, yeah, that's a good episode, y'all. We thank y'all so much for watching Unspoken Atlanta podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If y'all got any questions, please make sure y'all DM us at Unspoken ATL. We love and appreciate y'all, man. We'll holler at y'all next time, man. Peace.